Oh.
Mom!
Welcome to Hallandcloset. I am Jaida Essence Hall.
And I'm Heidi and Closet.
And my lines were being cut off by Heidi and Closet.
Also, your line's being cut off.
Well, it was my line, but it doesn't matter.
We have a very special guest today.
Okay, that was also my line.
Okay, we'll have it.
Okay. It's Kyle Hill.
I'm so happy that you got that out.
Yes.
We talked about some AI.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about science, so you were living.
You know I love science, and this is one of my favorite things, so. Mm-hmm. And we talked about, what else did we talk about? We talked, obviously, more
fighting.
Boxing. Girl, let me tell you this.
Squaring up.
I'm not afraid to wrestle and tussle when I need to.
Okay.
But that I will not fight. Y'all, we also had a conversation about more poop.
And sugar daddies.
I love sugar daddies.
My favorite.
Now let's get into some nonsense, honey.
Let's do it, boo.
Mwah.
See.
Ooh, yeah. I know that's right.
You ready?
Jada.
Yes, ma'am.
Jada.
What's my name?
Jada.
Heidi.
Yeah.
In closet. Bitch. Y'all, I'm Jaida Essence Hall.
And I'm Heidi Closet. We already introduced ourselves, boo.
Well, did we? You
I
just
don't
were
know.
saying my name.
Maybe.
That was not an introduction.
No?
This is Heidi in Closet, and I'm Jaida Essence Hall.
Thanks, boo. You a real one for that. You know that. Have you missed me?
I have not missed you.
Oh, so you just gonna come up here and be
I have
rude
not
today.
missed you. This is Hall in Closet.
Huh.
Okay, T, we have to kiki today.
We do. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling fierce and
Anything-
fabulous.
Anything new?
No.
Oh, bitch. I got some
no.
tea.
Give me some tea. What do you
Girl,
got tea about?
So you remember the gas station I used to work at?
Is it messy tea?
It's messy tea.
Okay. Ooh.
This is a mess.
Y'all, anytime that we are getting messy tea from Ramsor, North Carolina,
Honey,
y'all know it's a
straight
good
from
day.
the farm.
It's the shit
We're
everybody
not the
out
farm,
there
the gas
wants to
station
know.
this time.
Okay.
So you know the gas station I used to work at. It used to be called Quick Check, but it's now something else.
Quick Check?
Quick Check.
Check.
Because the check would always go quick because it wasn't very much that they would pay us. But
oh, fuck. I thought that's because they did emissions tests.
that too. But I used to work there, and then my sister worked there too. She's actually how I got the job there
Okay.
all those years ago.
Okay, I knew it
And-
wasn't off your own talent.
Never. But she left, I left, and then she went back to the Quick Check or whatever, but it's something else now. And she's been working there. She was actually a manager for like
Okay.
the last like 8 or 9 months and stuff. She's been working there.
She's been
But
loving it.
She was
Mhm.
loving it.
Was.
Past tense. She recently, unfortunately, got laid off
Okay.
from the gas station because
And why is that?
because the gas station didn't have gas for 3 months.
And so it was just a station.
It was just a station.
So she was working at a station.
I don't know how a gas station only. How do you have a gas station?
Do people need gas out there?
Yeah, well, yes. There's
What is-
there's trucks, there's tractors, there's
How
cars.
How is that her responsibility for getting gas to a gas station?
It was. It's not. It never was. But
Whose was
they
it?
had been open for like 3 months, no
Mhm.
gas. They're trying to just. I guess they're right off of the what's not concessions.
Okay.
The food, the convenience, the part of the convenience of the Quick Check,
Yes.
like just the snacks and that stuff. But yeah, my sister, it's been ridiculous. I was like,
So now we need to fight to get our job back.
we got to do something.
What should we do?
Should we go to?
We should go to
Ramsor?
Ramsor and we should
What should we
write
pull
the
up?
townspeople.
We should pull up because that's ridiculous.
Do you call them townspeople in Ramsor or like?
Town folk.
Okay.
Is that what you were wanting? Town folk.
That is not what I was wanting, but I guess that's what I got. Okay.
I like the audacity.
Town folk. So,
I've always hated that gas station. I knew it was dirty.
yeah. Did they have rats?
No, they didn't have
Don't say it
rats.
out loud if you
No.
don't want to.
No, but a girl did used to sell weed out the bathroom. Not me or Corey.
Did
or
you buy
anything.
any of that weed?
I did not. I didn't smoke
Okay.
back then because I was still in Rem. So it
You
was,
were okay.
I didn't smoke till I moved out to
You
LA.
didn't want to know what to be smoking on in
I
Ramsor
didn't-
because you could
some
be
oregano,
anything.
probably.
You know what we haven't done in a long time?
What?
We have not gone to like a lounge.
A lounge, like a good
And
leisurely.
leisurely, just sitting in a space, zoned out, zenning, feeling our feelings.
This
not
is the space
together.
where we sit and zone out.
We're
most of the
together,
time.
but not feeling our feelings together.
Okay, so when do you want to do that?
What are you doing tonight?
Tonight, I was hoping to go to Hump Night at Mickey's.
Ooh.
Hump Night.
We are going to Hump Night at Mickey's.
It's Middle Eastern night. The men there are going to be.
Why are you
lovely.
stroking your hair so gingerly, mother? Okay, yes. Well, don't do that tonight. I'll tell you right now, bitch. Okay, bitch. Yep, that's the girl. Did you ever?
all that?
You ever had somebody ever go soft inside of you? Because that's
Never.
giving that energy right there.
Never.
It's giving immediately.
Never.
It's
I've never
I
had
call
that
it
problem.
unerect. It's like,
Direct. Never.
I would be like
Mm-mm. I don't fuck with her. I don't know her.
unerect.
I don't know her.
Oh, so
I
you're
don't
just
see
you're
her.
a pleaser of men.
Mm-mm.
You make men
I
happy.
didn't choose this lifestyle. It chose me.
Yeah, did
I didn't choose to be so delicious. That's what I've been told anyway.
Who said that to
But
you?
Yes.
You don't want me to guess, bitch. Because I got a long list in my mind. Bitch, I guess what I'll probably be here guessing all day.
All of them.
All of them. All of them like it.
All
All of them like it.
and
Now tell
that's
us-
one.
What, Heidi?
Yes,
Okay, this is a random question, but
Yes,
this is a
give it
question
to
I feel
me.
like probably is a discussion point with friends.
Yeah.
What is the
We're
worst?
friends now?
No.
Oh.
I'm saying that I'm having this conversation with you so then people can have this conversation with their friends.
Okay.
Okay, we're coworkers.
Thank you.
What is the worst holiday to not get sex?
To not get sex, the worst holiday.
And don't say President's Day,
Why
because
would-
that's the one I'm thinking.
Why would you say President's Day?
Because that's a random holiday.
So you regularly get sex on President's Day?
No, it's giving if you're not getting sex randomly on President's Day, then that means you're not having random sex. Nobody remembers
I
it's
see.
President's Day until you go cash your check, and then you go to the bank like, what the fuck? Why is it closed? But you did get
Right.
dick that morning, so that
Mhm.
means that the random sex in your life is still popping.
Work. Okay. I
Right?
see. I like.
It's a roundabout way to get there,
I like
but
how
we got
you did
there.
that. I like how I was gonna say something like Valentine's Day, which is like you definitely should be giving.
That's
it.
novel to
But
your dick.
that's very like. Like I meant to get it on that day. I better get it.
Girl,
No,
please.
yeah. What about Easter?
Huh.
Easter's like a wholesome one.
That's a good day for like
Mm-hmm.
cuddling sex.
It's like
Thinking
that,
about our
good
Savior
slow, just
afterwards.
Cuddle, make it pure.
Laying there
Lovely.
reading
Two
our
men
Bibles.
shall not lie together unless
Okay. Unless they're sleeping together.
Unless they're sleep, they have to
We
sleep
didn't lie together. We're telling truths together.
Mm-hmm. And it
in
felt
bed.
and it was good.
Now that was a lie.
We're hoping.
How do we get there?
I don't. Where do we get anywhere?
How do we get anywhere we go? Heidi.
Yes, Jada.
Heidi.
Jada.
Heidi. Let's take a break.
Let's break.
I love you.
You're right.
We are now rolling live. We are back.
We're back.
We're back. Hi, Heidi. Welcome back.
Welcome, sister.
But we have somebody more important
We
than
do.
Heidi here today.
Oh.
And that's our very special guest.
Mm-hmm.
You know him.
You love him.
Thank you. It was like, why is it like you love him? Like it was like almost like, well, if I know him, well, you love him. I think we both do.
I love the shirt at least.
Yes, I love the shirt too. I love the look. I love the hair too.
It is.
Make some noise, y'all, for Kyle Hill.
Welcome,
Kyle.
Thank
How
you
are
for
you?
having me, ladies. I'm doing great. I think it will be a learning experience for all parties involved
I'm
here.
Yes.
excited. That's when we all succeed.
And this is a party. We succeed at parties.
It's
I think
my favorite activity.
that's our favorite thing to do.
You seem very fun.
What is your favorite thing to do?
Whew, nothing usually.
A good nothing
A
day?
good nothing day.
I love those.
Yeah.
Very last few days in LA
Me yesterday after the trip home I had, yes.
after the
A do
ridiculous
nothing day,
travel.
for sure.
Yeah. Kyle, can you tell everybody out there in what else say YouTube land?
Wherever they're hearing
Wherever
us?
they're hearing this podcast.
Mm.
What it is that you do exactly.
What I do exactly for the last 10 years, I've been doing professional science communication. So on various platforms, from podcasts like this one to YouTube, where I do most of my stuff, I try to explore and explain complex scientific topics, from stuff in pop culture to nuclear power plants, and I try to put that out to people in a fun, digestible way.
Okay.
Okay.
What is the funnest way you can think about explaining a nuclear power plant to Heidi?
A nuclear power plant, Heidi,
Mhm.
is using a spicy rock to make steam.
Spicy rock.
Okay.
Okay.
Hot
Makes
rocks.
Make steam.
Yes.
That's about it.
Okay.
Yeah. So you put
Literally.
these special rocks close enough to each other,
Uh-huh.
and they get hot,
Yeah.
and then you just boil water with it.
And that's how
Oh my
that
God.
That's it.
So
I
the
could do
sauna.
that.
Yeah, you
been
could do
there,
that.
Heidi.
works. Maybe I need the right equipment, of course.
Of course.
Of
You
course.
probably have to put your hair
And
back.
some train.
I'm
good at putting my hair back.
I don't know. She's good with her hair. So why did you smile like that?
I'm
That
feeling my
smile
fancy.
felt like an attack.
Not that.
It was like a threat. I'm like, or else what? Whatever you want, I'll do it.
I was feeling my fantasy. Let me
Okay, I'm
feel
sorry.
my-
Well, you look great. Kyle,
Yes,
okay, now we know that you are a science person.
I'm a scienceman.
scienceman.
Ooh, yes.
Mm.
But explain your hair to us today. This is really good hair.
Well, I got to thank my mom first and foremost for the genetics.
Okay.
But then, you know what I've been doing, girls? I've been trying to free myself from the trappings of masculinity in
Yes.
those ways,
Well, yeah.
where you're raised in a very masculine culture. You're told, it doesn't matter what products you use. It doesn't, don't blow dry your hair.
Mm.
And then you end up looking like you play in a high school
Use
metal
2-in-1
band. And
Right.
shampoo conditioner.
use the
Seven-
same stuff on your
7-in-1
nuts that you
That
use
smells
on your head.
like woods and trees.
Yeah,
Not that.
sandalwood
Yes.
and dragons
Yes.
and,
Oh.
and liquor.
And then gag that your hair is brittle
It's like,
and falling apart. I'm like, yeah, girl. Have you
Well,
ever
yeah.
looked at the side of a fucking tree?
yes,
like,
because
what?
you're using horse shampoo. So I've been trying to embrace more of what women have known for centuries, or take care of it, use good things, go to
Yes.
salons, go to professionals,
Mm.
and that's just kind of what
It's giving like
You live it.
the
It's
Jason
giving.
Momoa of science.
I prefer to think of myself more like a gentrified Jason Momoa.
Yes, like
Like
a
I'm
sexy
sliding
Thor
into
of science.
Mm, that's what my agents
truly.
call me. Yeah.
Yeah,
They used to go with Fabio, but that's way too old now.
Because then
He's
you
gotten
go
up
Fabio,
there
and then
now.
even you went who?
Yeah, no, exactly.
Not that.
Didn't the guy that got hit by the bird in the face, or
He got hit by a bird.
in the 90s? Or, oh yeah, he was a famous image. You can
Oh
look
my
this up or
gosh, what?
post it if we're doing video. There's an image of him riding a roller coaster, and a fucking seagull hit him directly in the nose. And so there's a very
Bitch!
famous image of him riding the roller coaster, and he's bleeding the most handsome man in the world, bleeding profusely from his face.
Oh my God.
Bitch,
Art.
if you believe in God or not, or the universe, bitch, I don't know what. That's a sign. Bitch,
How
that was-
dare you.
That was
The
giving.
audacity.
How dare you
That
be
was
so
giving,
handsome?
I gave you this face and I could take it away. Remember that.
Remember
and I sent my messenger seagull
Yeah.
bitch to let you
The
know.
messenger sequel.
Try to take your whole nose off, beautiful, handsome man.
You mean nothing in the grand scheme of things.
Nothing.
Crying.
Okay, now we have questions, and that's what this thing.
That's what your tablet
right
says,
here.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what it says.
I
I don't
have
want to ask you
answers.
questions, but this thing is telling us to do that, so we will do that. Starting with number one.
Yes.
Wow, they got numbers too.
The level of professionalism here today.
I see it.
It's usually not this organized. I think it's because you're
I
here.
think yeah.
It,
I think
it
it's
definitely
because of
sounds like you've read these outlines
Yeah,
before.
well, of course. Well, you know me. Read the email.
if you can.
Can't even get paid. You can get paid. They're trying to pay you, and you just haven't read the email. That's literally my life.
What?
But
It's going to be payment 90 days, not 30?
I
Oh
said,
my God.
I'm texting them like, "Where's my money?
90
It's
days.
been 2 years." They're like, "We've been emailing you for the last."
I can't even think 2 weeks ahead in my schedule.
Yeah, well, you have an assistant.
I do.
I wish we could pan to your assistant
we
right
have
now.
we have multiple beautiful
lovely.
employees over at the company, and so when I talk about science communication, I know that kind of sounds
yeah.
a little vague, but I have my own company. We produce weekly videos and we do appearances like this.
Yes.
We have multiple employees, and so it's really I'm trying to fill a educational void that I see not being filled like it used to be. Like with Bill Nye and Mythbusters
Yeah.
and Cosmos and all those sort of things. So I'm trying to make my
Yes.
generational impact felt in that regard. Yeah.
Ooh,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Hey, someone's got to do it.
Contribute. Well, yeah, because it won't be me.
But it could be.
I don't know a lot about science. I'll be giving wrong facts. I'm literally out here like, girl, look, guess what? You know what a nuclear power plant is, girl?
It's spicy rocks.
Spicy rocks.
That's all it is.
I'd have been like, girl, it's two shoes when you dancing, tap dancing,
No.
and your shoes get real hot.
Can
When you put those shoes together in your bag,
yes.
leaving the dance studio,
Yeah.
then the steam coming from your bag,
Mm-hmm.
that smell that's killing people, that's basically a nuclear power plant.
Your backpack is a nuclear power plant. Damn. You
Yeah.
ate that up.
This is
Hot shoes, dancing, steaming.
it was so easy.
I feel like you explained it easier.
Our information landscape is so messed up
Spicy
because misinformation is so much easier to make than real information. It's
yeah.
and that kind of leads into
right
today's
here.
topic a little bit
Yeah.
because I have a lot of worries about AI and generative AI
Mhm.
and the ability of these tools to just
Make things.
mass
Mhm.
generate things that aren't necessarily real or made by people.
So, question that I finally am asking.
Yes.
Number one,
Okay.
is technology going to save us or end us?
I think that's a bit broad. Pardon
I think that's.
pardon the pun.
I think these troubling days, we just want to know: are we going to die from this technology?
From this technology specifically, I'm not so sure. I'm kind of a pessimist on the technology side. I think there's a number of things that we should still be pretty worried about, and if not worried about, thinking hard about. And that's the spread of nuclear weapons,
Yeah.
the spread of AI, and then the spread of biotechnology, and the ability to create. And I don't want to freak you out too much, but we're getting pretty close to being able to synthetically create a pandemic, and those are the kind of things that we need to lock it in. But we don't have to get into all that because it gets pretty depressing pretty fast.
So basically,
we have tabletop DNA synthesizers
Oh.
now.
Oh my
you
God.
can make your own virus from scratch. So
in your house.
eventually, it's coming.
How's
yeah.
it like? So you like take a little bit of this and put it there, take a little of that, put it in there.
That's all science is right there. Just take a little bit of this. Take
A little bit of that.
That is insane.
Write down what happens. There you go. That's
It's
an
giving
that's an
the
experiment.
anthrax scare and the pandemic all at the same time.
Oh my god.
If people are literally just
Whoa.
making
Well, then, yeah. So do you have once these machines get that can make viruses or DNA on tabletops, it's
Yeah.
going to get cheaper, it's going to get faster, it's going to get better. Should we sell these things to the public? If we do, is there a way to control what they make, how they make, when? Should the government be researching pathogens like COVID in labs where it could be spread or break out? And
yeah.
it's a whole thing.
Oh no, I'm kind of scared.
I think about existential
Right,
risk
yeah.
a lot.
I
For
don't
sure.
see saving us.
Now, on the flip side of how
Yeah.
how
So those
AI is doing
technologies
something
might
like
be
that,
bad, but there's a lot of good
there's
technology
some
too.
other technology we think about, like robots are using AI to give manicures
Mhm.
and applying lashes.
I've
You know,
I've
I
seen
don't-
the filters.
I don't know what applying lashes. I don't know. It's not my thing. But what are your thoughts on that kind of?
I don't apply lashes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm using
Every
it.
time she lies, her lashes
Get a
grow
little
2
bit longer.
centimeters.
I want to say Pinocchio, but we're
Yes.
not going to do that.
Yeah, she
Uh, and she is. Yeah, artificial intelligence is it's a very promising technology in the right circumstance. What I worry about is what we've basically done now with these very, very powerful models is develop them in labs and these giant supercomputers that cost billions of dollars, and we've released them to everybody all at once for free. And it's basically a giant social experiment that's happening right now. As we're interacting with things like ChatGPT, we're training it and we're giving it data. And I don't think we're thinking hard enough about how the spread of that technology is going to affect basically every part of human life, because what we really value at the end of the day is using human intelligence to do things.
Yeah.
And so if you start making models or machines that are almost as smart as humans, then they can start taking those humans'
What is the
jobs
value
or
of-
doing, artists' art or, So there are good cases, like if anything is going to find a cure for cancer, I think it'll probably be strong AI that will, give it, and this has happened, where you can give a big system like 10,000 molecules. Look at all of these all at once. Look at, try to find any patterns and things to see if it might be a good medicine.
Yeah.
And that would take doctors and scientists decades, 100 years to do like 1 million molecules. There have been systems who can go through that amount of volume in a day. Wow. And that's already happened. So like researchers at MIT found a brand new antibiotic, which we're searching for all the time.
Yeah.
Like that, super quickly.
Wow.
Doing the work that would have taken years.
Okay, T.
So that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
But also at the other end of the spectrum, and I don't want to get too dark here, but at
brace yourselves.
At the other far end of the spectrum, I can easily think of situations like, and these already exist, nudify apps that could create.
Oh my God, I've been seeing those images.
Yeah, but imagine when they start running your child through these.
Yes.
And generating that material in mass quickly, easily for no money. Right. And that starts proliferating as well. So those, I can think of many more disturbing situations. And that's why I'm more worried than not, because with these things just being released out in the wild, it doesn't seem like there's any regulation going on.
There is none.
And that's what I worry about.
I like see those nudify pictures of celebrities where people have like, I'm like,
well, that was the Taylor Swift thing.
That is weird.
This is coming out a lot later, but people really started to notice like when Taylor Swift's nudify images got proliferated on Twitter everywhere, and then because she's one of the most famous women in the world, then people were like, oh, this is a problem.
Yeah.
Right.
But that is going to be available to everyone and can do it to anyone instantaneously. So now you have the situation that kind of kicked off this scare a couple years ago, deepfakes. So deepfakes were able to take celebrities' faces and put them on porn stars' bodies, basically, and match them so that you could create a video of a well-known celebrity seemingly having sex. And so this was non-consensual pornography, they called it.
Right.
And that was the tip of the iceberg. Now, these tools to do that they're coming out, they're getting better, they're getting faster, they're getting cheaper. And those are the things that scare me. And it just doesn't seem like anyone's taking it seriously. Like, it's fun to, give yourself a manicure,
Yeah.
But also.
But they're giving you like AI. But are robots using actually going in? Can they actually give you a nail set? Is that a thing?
So like in an image or a video?
Like in actuality. Those are machines that are doing that.
Yeah. So what an AI, let's just get a ground level understanding of what these things are doing. These large models like ChatGPT, like these other neural networks and things like that, we give them literally billions of photos. Like ChatGPT was trained on basically every sentence that exists on the internet. So why it's so good at sounding human and creating, give me something give me a story that sounds like it's written like Harry Potter about, World War II or something. It can do that because it's trained on every book ever written. And so it can sound very much like how things are written. So what these image and video ones do, it's like, okay, I'd like to have long black nails. Well, it looks at every
Mhm.
image that exists on the internet of long black nails for someone who might look very much like
Yeah.
you, and then it can make those changes easily
Okay.
because photos like that already exist on the internet.
Yeah.
That's why they're powerful, and that's what people are worried about, because they're taking all of our information.
Basically, just things we already have out there in the world is
Yeah.
already.
So that's how you get these AI images that are new.
Mhm.
It's what it's doing is taking every image it's ever looked at and generating something slightly different than those
Oh my
things
God.
to appear new.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and it can do that super quickly. Right now, these models cost billions of dollars to train. They run on supercomputers and stuff like that. But soon it's going to be an app on your phone. You know,
Well, you heard it here first, y'all.
Speechless.
Using AI to gaslight people.
Oh, what?
Where were you at last night? Nowhere.
No.
And then you go on the phone and you go.
well, I mean, I don't want to.
Chat GPT. You go.
Oh my God.
Put me in the background in the
Yeah.
bed.
Yeah. No, I was homesick. I'm sorry. Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
Well, so
Look at
there's
the picture, you go. Why
there's
you
fun
got two arms?
there's fun things you can do
I'm
like
like-
that, and it will, don't get me wrong, it will, like I said, there will be a lot of benefits. I mean, imagine never having to send another email, or
Read another
manage your schedule, or send text messages, or make phone calls. Like that is actually going to free up a tremendous amount of free time and leisure time for people to pursue other things and do other things. When you have the smartest human in the world on your phone, you could see a lot of benefits to that. Don't get me wrong.
So, do you think that AI technology is leading towards more vacations for people?
It's possible because a lot of people are going to get fired.
Okay. Oh well, shit. Okay.
Well, like I said, so
Damn.
there-
Okay.
So there are some. It's akin to like how the Industrial Revolution people were worried about
Yeah.
machines taking their jobs.
Of course, yeah.
Assembly lines, laying off auto workers, and things like that. This is just going to affect a different and much larger segment of the population,
Yeah.
because most of what we do in the internet age is intelligence related, right? And
Yeah.
so when these models can be vaguely intelligent, a lot of people are going to be out of work.
Writing
I mean,
scripts.
we're in Hollywood right now,
Mhm.
and there's some Hollywood actors and directors that have already said, who was it? Maybe it was Guillermo del Toro or somebody. But basically, like, most of the art generation for movies and stuff, and the background art, key art, and matte paintings and all that stuff, 90% of that is going to be artificially generated, and you won't need people to do it anymore. So those people won't have jobs.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, creative.
I think was it in the U.S. or worldwide? But it was something like 300 million jobs that could be potentially affected. So how do we learn to live with it, ladies?
Well,
that's what I'm getting at. How can we use these things
Oh.
to increase
Child,
human
there will be vacations for nobody.
No.
Child, you can't go on vacation with no money. You could.
I
If
mean,
you got
but
a
it would
friend
be
with a
fun.
couch,
not couch surfing,
Girl.
honey, no, man.
you got a friend with a car that'll take you to the next city.
That's a vacation.
You got a friend that cook. You could go to their house eat. You could,
That's
but
a whole
bitch, that
vacation.
ain't a vacation.
Yeah, so it's not going to affect
Oh no.
it's not going to affect manual labor and things like that. But if you work in an office, or you make art, or you're a sound engineer, I mean,
Then what will we do? Okay, that's crazy.
well,
I'm like thinking in my mind.
what I'm worried
Where's
about.
it taking you, Jada?
Yeah, where is it taking you?
I don't know. I'm like thinking about like then where will all these people work?
Exactly. So
Like
so
we
the-
will have a job problem.
Yeah, in the industrial age, like when people worried about robots taking their jobs, there was an argument to say, well, then you can go work in a different industry or get trained on a different thing, something like that. But in these industries where it can take the work away from human intelligence,
There is no
where will you go?
Yeah.
There will be probably no human call center operators anymore.
Yeah.
Oh,
Machines can do that already,
right.
and they will get better at it. They can use synthesized voices from people like me. There's enough video of me online that anyone could synthesize my voice
Wow.
and
Probably us too.
and call my mom and say I'm in danger and ask for money.
Oh,
my
Stuff like that
God.
is already happening.
I heard about that before.
Like calling old people and being like,
Oh,
"Oh,
that's
this is
so
your
vulnerable.
granddaughter. I'm kidnapped.
I
Pay
need-
this person money."
Oh my God.
It's
What if somebody is literally out here calling your sugar daddy with your voice and being like, "Daddy, I need a new bag,"
getting
and
my
getting
coin?
a fucking bag?
And get my
Because of
motherfucking
AI?
coin. Now we
Now I'm
fighting.
fucking mad.
Now, Miss Alyssa, you
We
done
are in
pushed it.
danger,
Like,
girl.
No, that's ridiculous. If anyone
Slightly different example than I was
yeah,
getting
but
at,
I mean,
yeah,
but it's valid.
Yeah,
I
what
would
if-
be pissed.
No,
If
I
someone's getting money
totally
from Sugar
relate
Daddy
to
on
the
my
sugar daddy
name,
thing.
Yeah,
It's better
I
for me.
totally
I
relate
get
to
it.
this.
I totally
down
get
with AI.
I'm
Right?
upset.
it. You should. I
don't
think
know
you.
about
I think you
her.
should be. I think.
I don't know about Miss AI.
Okay.
I think we should just be thinking harder about it.
Yeah,
that's all.
I think so.
Yeah.
Can't let me- can't
Because
think
what
fast,
if
my sugar
someone
daddy.
synthesizes your voice
I know.
and calls your sugar daddy
Ugh.
and
That's what I'm
gets
saying.
a bag
If
for
he
you?
calls my sugar, if somebody calls my sugar
And
daddy,
get my bag.
one,
And get
show me how you did that
Please.
so I can call my homegirl sugar daddy and get
Oh,
the bag
no.
that you got.
It will be
for
a
me.
chain reaction of
and
sugar
then
daddies.
everybody. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That's breaking down the sugar daddy chain right
you can't
there.
do that. That chain has stood for decades. You can't do that.
So, real question then. Do you think AI would replace sugar daddies or probably could replace our jobs
Drag
as
queens.
drag queens?
Could you think an AI could put on a beat and
Let's
and go
discuss.
to work
that
on the
actually
stage?
gives me an interesting like sci-fi idea where
Oh my god.
there would probably be situations where you work for an AI and then an AI might be able to just, wire transfer you funds into your account and then you have a machine daddy.
Oh.
What would you do?
What if my AI is like, I love the conversation you give it? I'm like, you better stop flirting with
You
me. And then you start sending me gifts and
Got to
stuff.
name
I'm
him
like,
or You have to give them a name or
Oh my
something.
oh my
Oh
God, I
my
don't know because it's just a
God.
network.
Oh my
So I'm like, hey,
God.
network.
How you doing?
Oh, your
How you
circuits are
doing, Daddy
your
AI?
circuits are looking
Circuits are
fine
loading,
right
but
now.
I'm like,
Ooh.
God damn, your download
Ooh.
speed is fast today. You got me going crazy.
Oh, I'm a download queen.
Yeah.
I'm a download
Okay, I'm a
speed queen.
bite-sized queen.
Yeah.
Oh, you looking bite-sized
You
today.
know. Ooh. Oh,
Oh
my
my
God,
God,
this
wanna-
technology
wanna
talk is
take a
getting my
kilobyte
engines
out of
revving.
you.
Oh my
Oh
God,
my
I'm
God.
drawing shit. Oh my God, I'm losing
She
my
getting
mind.
flustered. She's getting
Oh my God, I'm
flustered.
blushing.
Ooh.
You looking
I
like
know
a
what kind of stuff
gigabyte.
you
Fuck, I'm
into.
sorry. I'm just kidding. That was my new ring. I stole that from Monet.
That's funny. That's real funny.
Oh my god.
I stole that from Monet. But do you think drag? They could replace our you could do online drag performances. I've seen drag art of like
Sure.
putting Trump in drag from AI.
Yeah. Enough
Be
drag
fake.
images exist that you can train a model to make drag images. Yeah.
And you know what? Something also I thought about is that sometimes AI art is very fascinating because they can generate whatever they dream.
Yeah. It
So-
is incredible.
So sometimes you look at images, like I feel like it would like kind of like sometimes could force our art to have to be like it'll look like it's less dramatic. You know what I mean?
I think
Because
that's a fantastic point.
sometimes you see fashion art online and like
start?
this is beautiful. I wish this was real. And then you look at the real thing, you're like, oh, this is kind of dull compared to
It's an interesting situation that we're in because these images and videos are so good that you don't believe them anymore. See, we used to be we're on the other side of the uncanny valley, maybe in another valley,
Oh my
but it
God.
used to be,
P Valley.
a p-valley.
Period. Down there.
Well, it used to be like you'd see an image or CGI or something like that
Yeah.
in a movie, and you're like, "That's cool," but it's not
CGI, yeah.
right, you know.
Yeah.
But now we're in a different situation where it's like that looks so incredible, still not real, because a human couldn't have done it. And so I maybe you weren't making this point, but I like the idea of artists going forward to intentionally make their work not so perfect and pristine and beautiful, so that it is human generated. And I've been thinking about
That's
this
why
a
I
lot.
don't put filters. That's why I don't put filters on my photos so they know I'm real.
Oh,
Okay,
she is definitely
well,
not AI generated.
Okay, well, she's well, you go.
because I don't want to like.
You can say all those details couldn't
honey,
be AI.
That's so me. Right
She
there.
said, well,
That
God.
little
this-
fuck up. That was me. And you know it was
There's
me.
definitely no filters on this thing.
But I feel like that though, because sometimes I'm watching like you watch Jurassic Park. I'm like, God damn, these dinosaurs got better skin than human beings. I'm
Jurassic
like,
Park
this is
holds
not.
Jurassic Park holds up.
Really well.
We're in this weird space where, and as I thought about this, have you girls heard of the Turing Test?
I heard of the Turing Test.
So the Turing
Alan
Test-
Turing.
Exactly right. Alan Turing, considered the father of modern computers. He was played by Benedict Cumberbatch,
He was
and that
queer.
he was queer. And he was forcibly chemically castrated, and then he killed himself because of that.
Oh,
But
God.
one of one of humanity's true geniuses, broke the Nazis' code during World War II. People thought it was unbreakable, then wrote a number of very, very foundational papers that basically led to computers. Tremendous, tremendous man. But he had this idea that he thought a machine could eventually fool you into thinking that it's human. So say you're just talking to a chatbot, right? So passing the Turing test would be if a computer chatbot could make you think it's the human. So say you're talking to two computers, and you chat with one, you chat with the other. If you can't tell which one is the human, then that chatbot has seemingly passed the Turing test and seemed human. But now we're going to be in a weird situation where computers are going to be, and these machines are going to be so human-like that you're going to have to ask them to prove that they're a computer or not. So it's going to be a weird, it's like CAPTCHA. So right now,
Oh my God.
when you sign on to a website, it's like, click this so we know you're not a robot.
Yeah.
We're going to have to ask robots to do that, to tell if they're human or not.
I'm like, girl, Miss
Because
AI,
they're
are
going to
you
be so
human?
good. It's going to be weird.
So we have to ask them to do a captcha.
Yeah. Or that
prove that-
the equivalent of that.
Or
something
you
of
say
a-
you're a real sugar daddy, send me a bag. Or are you a robot?
We could do that
Or an
electronically,
AI
right?
technology. If you're a human being, send me a Prada bag.
Send me some coin.
If you are an AI chatbot, so I know it's real, send me Chanel.
How would how?
No, that's right.
Because I know
I know that's right, bitch. You
Hack the
better.
no
system.
human would do that for me. So, how would you? What question would you ask a chatbot to know?
Oh, we're getting interviewed. I like this.
Yeah.
Oh
So
my
what? So what
God.
question would you ask a computer? Say someone messages you DMs.
Yes.
Okay.
Slid into your DMs, nice and silky. What?
Oh my God.
I know, right?
Mm.
What question would you ask to determine if they're a machine or not? What question could they answer and you'd be like, that's a human?
I don't know because I don't know because the AI is very smart
It's very smart these days.
and they can just
It's
lie.
definitely smart as me.
And while you're thinking about that, I just want to be clear. These models aren't thinking. They're not processing. They're not remembering yet. They will.
We're over here trying.
But they're not thinking. What they're doing, like with the images, they're taking every sentence that's ever been written on the internet, basically, and they're saying, what is the likely next word? That's it. So
You know
you,
what the gag is?
that's it.
I
They're
know
not-
what I would do.
What would you
Oh, yeah?
do?
I would ask it a Jada question.
Okay.
Period.
How
It don't
about-
really matter what the question is. It's giving like, so last night I was at the store and I was going to get milk, but the
Mhm.
milk was like so expensive. So I left that store and I took a ferry to the carnival.
Yeah.
Bitch, now tell me why I'm at the carnival and I seen a clown. The clown run up on me. I'm like, girl, I don't even do that. But he just wanted to give me a balloon.
Yeah.
And he was asking me if I should get red or blue, but I really don't know if I should have got red or blue. So I just left there and went to my auntie house.
Mm-hmm.
We was drinking Hennessy.
Yeah.
Having a good night. And so, what time should I go to bed?
So that's what it could never replicate. Is that what you're saying?
And then it would be like, so like, a human would be like, bitch, what? A robot would just answer it. And I'm like, you fake ass bitch. You ain't no human. You're a fucking liar.
Yes.
You should be confused, bitch.
Start agreeing with you on weird
Start
things.
lying.
Like, oh, that's great. You must really like clowns and balloons.
I
huh?
said,
what are you
either
talking
you're
about?
a fan that wants to fuck me or you're a robot. And you're just telling me what I want to hear.
Now buy me a bag.
Now buy me a Chanel bag.
You better.
What would you ask Heidi?
Girl. Sorry, these butterflies are holding me. What would I ask? I don't. Oh, Jesus.
Or
No.
does it matter?
Yeah.
I don't think it would. Like, because I feel like I would just be like, what is something you regret? And just ask them that and see what they would say.
Oh.
Because they're AI, do they have anything to
That's an
regret?
interesting question. I mean, it would it would generate some answer that would sound human. But I mean,
But it would have to give me an honest answer.
Oh,
no?
I would say, what do you think about the things you're gonna do tomorrow? Boom.
I like where your head's at right now. Asking things that are outside of its knowledge base or kind of abstract.
Yeah.
If you ask it anything like factual, it's gonna know the answer.
Right.
If it's
Yeah.
on the internet, it's gonna know about it.
Yeah.
So
If
I
you-
like that
I'm
approach.
trying to
Yeah.
get to like where are you at?
Where
What
your
you-
head at?
What you
If you're a real
on?
person, what's your schedule looking like tomorrow?
You want to do dinner?
And if the bitch say,
Pull up.
just sitting here waiting for you to give orders. I'm like, I knew it.
You know, you
You
get
fucking bitch. I knew you were a
y'all
robot.
end up making plans.
Or you're into kink.
You,
And I'm,
And just keep yelling at me.
yes.
Just keep
yeah,
yelling.
yeah.
You,
Well, that's an interesting thing too, because I think if we treat this topic seriously,
Yeah.
we will have these models that will tell you.
yeah.
They won't try to fool you, or they can't. In that they'll have some kind of like watermark or
Mhm.
signature or something like that, like yada yada yada. This was answered by this model on this date and
Yeah.
time. You know, a way to identify that it's
To track
synthetic.
it.
And this is it. This is we kind of have like an arms race going on in image and video, with researchers trying to make these models amazing, and then other researchers trying to find a way to identify what is fake.
Yeah.
So will we have some sort of authentication system
Mhm.
online, or should governments regulate these things? So it's like, yeah, you can use AI art, but it's going to have a stamp on it that says
Yeah.
like anti-GMO stuff.
like, this is fake.
Well, yeah, so like stickers on your vegetables, it says it's
Right.
organic or not.
Mhm.
Same thing. Is this
Yeah.
organic? Or
Yeah.
not?
Yeah.
Was this, I imagine a world.
Not organic.
But then
art.
that's so much
Yes.
work for people to try to figure out.
That's the problem.
And most people are not going to even want to do it. So they're just going to be like, girl, accept it as a truth or not.
Yes. That is what I'm worried about. And it would be less of a problem if it wasn't so fast and so cheap and so good. Misinformation spreads 1,000 times faster than the truth. And so if one person, and this is possible now, if one person could ask a chatbot, and so for like my background in science, one person could be like, create 1,000 scientific studies that sound like they're written by scientists about this cure for cancer that I make, and send it to every journal in the world, and just start flooding the marketplace of ideas with bad ideas. That's what I'm worried about. Where single people, it's like bringing a machine gun to a knife fight.
Yeah.
When
Right.
single people can create good stuff, but single
Yeah.
actors could also just flood Twitter with terrible images of you, or your voice saying something
So-
bad, or the president declaring nuclear war.
So it's like at this point, AI does not have the technology to be smart enough to think to tell a lie to a person. The lies are basically like generated through people using the art. Basically.
Yeah, well, it's
so we don't have to worry about AI. If you ask the AI a question, it will probably tell the truth.
Now, I don't know these days if ChatGPT will, for example, always tell you that I think it does always tell you that it's ChatGPT and says like, this isn't true, or this is accurate. I'm not sure, but I can imagine models made by someone that don't have those safeguards.
Oh
on
my
them,
God.
You know? Yeah, it's the scale of the problem that I'm worried about. The ability of single people or just a few people to affect so many.
Yeah.
That's why I'm worried about the synthetic pandemics that I mentioned, or nuclear weapons or something like that. The ability of single technologies, just you can press a button and it affects 1 million people, you know.
So just so y'all know out there in the world, y'all, we have laughed a lot today, but this is not a fucking joke.
Yes.
There is nothing funny about AI
it seems
except for
she's
cat
telling a
memes
joke.
and stuff like that.
yeah, you know, I'll take AI generated cats. Send me
Yeah.
all day. I want the safeguards in place so they don't have those scary eventualities that I
Yeah.
mentioned.
It's like the little rails on the bowling alley.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Things don't go off
But-
rails.
Yeah.
but it
You still
seems
might hit a gutter, but you know.
well,
but
if
it
you're
seems
from the
like
gutter,
we're careening headlong towards that conclusion, right? Like, yeah, give us more, make them stronger, put them everywhere, integrate them in every corporate chatbot on every website, make them everyone's personal assistant, put them in kids' toys. We're rushing towards something
Mhm.
that I don't think we're
you
preparing.
don't even
for.
know, like
Mm.
almost like social media.
Yes,
I feel like we had no
also have a
idea
lot of
about
thoughts
the
on
ideas of like how social media would affect people, and now I'm like, child, you wake up in the morning and the first thing people think about is social media. It's completely changed the way we live our lives every single
I
day, and we didn't even
100%
think about it when it came.
I 100% agree.
remember-
I think it's been a net negative on society.
yeah,
I remember when social media was posting those really toasty orange.
bitch, I loved
photos.
it.
Just 18 filters
Girl,
over top of it. Just ugly
Wake up in the
orange
morning, you got a
photos.
fucking picture. You had a bagel.
Be-
Put a picture of that bagel on the
Have no
internet,
fucking bagel
and people
up
would
there.
like it.
Our human brains did not evolve
So good.
socially to cope with what it's like to have every single sentence you say seen by every person you've ever met.
Mhm.
Like it's socially, we do not
Mhm.
have the brain power, and we can't deal with if you post something to Facebook, both your boyfriend and your mom and your boss all see it at the same time and have an
Mhm.
opinion and can tell you that opinion.
Right then and there.
That's just it
An
rips
opinion-
apart the fabric of the society that we had, where some things can be secret, some things can be personal.
Yeah.
You didn't have to have an opinion.
It's
on
literally every single thing everything on, like, for example, you add people.
something. Oh, that was
who
my
are-
NuvaRing.
Oh my
Sorry.
God! Well, they are just
Not the
NuvaRing. Hello,
Okay.
NuvaRing. Y'all better get this together.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't know if that says something about us or if it says something about the product, but they just
Probably
keep
y'all.
falling out.
I heard about
I
you.
just can't
so-
have another mouth to feed. You know.
Okay, yes, not me either.
Not me. No
Honey,
thanks.
nobody's even feeding my
I have
mouth.
a lot of cats.
Yes. How many cats do you have?
I have 2. I had 3. And I had 2 cats from when I was in 4th grade to 3 years ago. So I had 2 20-year-old sisters.
Oh my God!
And then they passed, and
Sorry.
totally fine. They lived very long lives. And then we got a kitten
Gone too
for our
soon.
one cat that was still there, so she didn't get lonely. So
Yeah.
I have 2 tortoiseshell cats, and they're very
Oh,
feisty. and
cute! What's a
and I like them.
tortoiseshell cat?
The ones that have basically all the colors matched up at
Oh
the same time.
yeah.
The black and the orange and the white.
Yeah.
They're very fluffy and very friendly. And,
Cute.
yeah.
I'm a dog girl.
Yeah, I don't have a preference. I just being in Hollywood, I
Mhm.
don't like the idea of getting like a nice big friendly
Yeah.
golden retriever and then putting them in a
Yes.
small apartment.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
for sure.
I understand why people have small dogs,
Mhm.
Yeah.
but I'd rather have a big friendly puppy,
Like a
and-
little, like shaky, heavy weight.
yeah, and have like a backyard.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
just I can't morally agree to having
Yeah.
these. I mean, I have neighbors that have these giant huskies
Mhm.
in these
Oh,
1,000 square foot apartments. And I just know
no,
they are
they love
shredding the apartment in there.
especially the
Sitting on the
little
couch.
huskies.
That is also the bed. That is
Yeah,
also the
they
guest
share
bed.
That's where the roommate is. Yeah.
Oh my god.
The roommate is like, goddamn, I'm sleeping, I'm paying to sleep on this couch, and your dog is taking up
That's
the
where
couch.
yeah, that's where the roommate eats. And
Oh,
No, no.
Yeah.
And husky shed.
Do people always they do shit?
Husky shed like
Oh, I thought you said
crazy.
shit. I'm sorry.
They do both- they do both of
They-
those.
Both is true.
they have big amounts of both of that.
I'm like, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Shit for sure. Do people always ask you random? We literally were on a subject, and when that NuvaRing fell out, we just never came back.
I'm like,
But that is okay.
No longer
That's
a
this
sponsor.
podcast.
It might have broke our concentration.
Yeah, it probably did. It shook me.
I think we all
NuvaRing.
needed just a
Oh.
little bit of levity there from the heavy topic that we were discussing.
Literally.
For sure.
But do people that always ask you randomly for science information?
Yeah. I kind of like filling that niche in my friend group. You know,
Uh-huh.
I'm because I make it my job, right? And I'm not smarter than everyone else or particularly intelligent.
Give yourself your flowers.
Yes,
I
you
like
are.
that phrase. But when it's your job, when I do it
Mhm.
every day for the last 10 years, it's easy to sound intelligent and know a lot of
Yeah.
little things. But yeah, recently I've pivoted more towards covering nuclear topics and nuclear power, nuclear disasters. I don't know why.
It's probably important for you.
It's important for me. I have a engineering degree, and it's something that fascinates me. I was 3 years ago now. I was in Chernobyl for a little while.
Oh my
Ooh.
And
God.
then last year I was in Fukushima, and a nuclear power plant in Illinois. And then in 2 weeks I'm going to a nuclear reactor
Springfield.
training facility in Germany.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
So I've been
okay.
doing more and more of that stuff.
Yeah.
And people seem to. That's why we started talking about it at the beginning.
Yeah.
Like, explain that to me, because it just seems very complex and
Mhm.
complicated, and a lot of people are scared about it. And so I see it as a good opportunity to get good information out there. I mean, I've worked with the White House on some
yeah.
stuff. Like
Wow.
Oh my
Congrats.
God.
So, thank you.
You better. You
In
better.
in the world of obviously getting the information because people need it. But do you ever get scary going to nuclear power plants and that kind of thing? I would be scared.
Yeah, I think I was a little apprehensive at first, but if
Mhm.
you understand exactly what's going on and just how many safeguards are in place
Mhm.
and stuff like that, it's really not, it's pretty basic and understandable. I mean, There's a lot more armed guards there
Yeah.
than you probably
Yeah.
expect.
Ooh.
But that's only because
What are they protecting?
Well, it's not that the nuclear reactor or anything like that is itself particularly dangerous. I mean,
Yeah.
it could melt down, but very, very unlikely. What we're really afraid of is having somebody shut down the power to 2 million people all at once.
Okay.
So when you see like the headlines about people freaking out about the power plants in Ukraine right now with Russia invading,
Mhm.
it's not that they're going to explode and everything's going to get radioactive. No, it's because one of those power plants is the biggest one in Europe. And if
Oh
they
my
control
God.
that,
That's
they could control the power for the entire country. And that is extremely
Mhm.
dangerous.
Yeah.
Right?
right.
It's like, oh, no internet, no running water. Like that.
No
That's what
anything,
people
yeah.
are afraid of.
That's-
But
yeah.
no, I've never been scared. The first place I went was Chernobyl. So I did feel a little bit like,
yeah.
okay, how is this going to be? And, my friends and family are like, are you going to come back glowing or anything like that?
Like that Simpsons episode with
Exactly.
Mr. Burns.
That's where most people get
I
the
bring
idea.
you
And of course, I
love.
did come back
Oh my God.
glowing, but
course.
not
Glowing.
not in that way.
glowing
No.
reviews.
Not in that way.
honey.
Yeah. Yeah. Once my whole worldview about science is once you understand something, it's just a lot less scary and it helps you kind of find your way in the world a little bit better.
I feel my understanding of science is
beautiful.
once you understand something, it's a lot more scary.
Depends on the thing.
Then you
yeah.
can start to panic more with the more information you get.
I mean, I can tell you about like brain-eating amoebas in your water supply or something like that. We could get into if you
or
wanted to.
poop in the water,
Poop in the water.
being put into the water.
What do you
the
mean
tap
put
water.
into the?
Why
What do you
do
mean
we
put
always
into the
get
tap
on
water?
shit?
What do you mean
Not
put into the tap water?
water?
Who's doing that? Just some guy on top of a reservoir, just like.
Just taking a good dump into our water.
Good thing there's no one stopping me from doing this.
Wow.
Oh my God! Not put into. Well,
Jada, who's shitting in your
What do you
water?
mean put into the water?
Sister, do we need to talk about it?
the tap water.
We have like filters and stuff.
Is that a Vegas thing, sister?
It's
Or
not- I have no idea what she's talking about.
They
Is that what-
wait.
is this what y'all be
We have
doing?
water
No.
treatment facilities that
They
take
Who-
that out.
that they said they were letting the water from the sewers, the poop drainage water
into your water?
into the water,
Well-
drinking water.
Well, they clean it before it gets to your mouth.
Yeah, but like
Purifying it.
it's still poop in there, right? Still though, kind of, right?
Well, if they can filter out all like the toxins and stuff
Yeah.
like that from your water, I mean, you haven't dropped dead from your drinking water yet.
Yeah.
poop's not in
so
there either.
far.
The poop particles are bigger than like
Okay.
viruses and
for
stuff.
sure.
So
Okay.
if that's not getting into your water,
Okay.
I don't think the
poop-
poop's getting into your water.
That-
And for
Okay.
water that this is actually my degree is in environmental
I thought you were
engineering.
gonna say poop water.
Poop water, yeah. I love it.
Poop water
You're not that
degree.
far off, actually.
No.
Wastewater reactors and
Yeah.
stuff.
Okay.
Word.
For water that is dirtier or filled
Yeah.
with more organic material,
Well, yeah.
you don't use that for drinking water.
Yeah.
You
Right.
use that for watering or
Soil.
yeah.
Yeah.
Farming,
Makes sense.
anything else like that that's not meant for human consumption.
And then
Right.
even if there was poop, it probably would be good for the environment, right?
you're probably
I think
fine.
so. Or it's,
Yeah.
okay, question. Okay.
all right.
While we're on the subject of poop,
Hit me.
okay, poop good or bad for the universe or for like the
What?
environment? Like literally.
What a question. What is poop good for the universe?
Jada.
I mean, I don't mean to call you out on this one, but
Jada.
that is a
Environment,
bizarre thing
like,
to say.
Jada. Where are you at, sister? Sister, where are you at?
We've covered a lot of topics today.
Sister, come
I'm
back to
meaning
us.
in like
Come back to us, girl. Where are you? Follow the light.
I'm meaning like
Follow the light. Sister.
Come back to us.
Jesus.
this is a good question.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Okay. Like
once you explain it to me,
Yeah.
in your garden, fertilizer,
yes.
good for the soil. Poop in your water could kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it good for us?
Poop, so is
This is the question for the AI to answer.
so,
This is the question
so
for the AI.
I think maybe the distinction that you're not making here is
yes. I think you
that
know
you-
what I'm talking about.
yeah,
No.
poop's probably not good in every application.
Okay,
Just
especially-
like broccoli is good to eat.
Yeah.
You probably shouldn't inject broccoli into your veins.
Okay.
No?
No. So
Why not?
So
I'm
is,
working on my
so
fi-
is
I'm
broccoli
working on my
good for the
finger.
universe?
So if you like
Think
blend
about
it up,
Think about it.
You like blend it up real good. I don't know.
Think about it.
God.
I don't know.
Well,
if
I'm
I
gonna tell
wish it
you
was in
this:
the universe.
better
I
not
don't know.
nobody be putting poop in their veins.
Oh!
That will kill you.
That would
would
probably
not-
be very bad.
Would that be
yeah.
called
Would probably
septicemia?
Septus.
So close.
Septus?
Septicemia.
Septus.
Yes, septicemia or sepsis. Yeah.
I watched
we
Grey's
did- we got
Anatomy.
there.
Yeah.
I wish people would do that to me when I get something right.
Yes.
Oh, I like
Yes.
that. Ooh, I
We
like
need to take you to get a manicure.
Yes.
Do you like manicures?
We get pedicures too. It'd be a good day.
Question.
wasn't
Okay.
expecting to get called out like that.
Sickening.
Should have done something before.
Well,
I
they
knew I
look.
should-
Your nails look great, but
I
I'm
shoulda cut
thinking
them.
I need to get a manicure too, and I need some lotion.
My
But-
feet are not good. I've been a rock climber for 15
Okay.
years.
Oh,
And so
no.
they're kind of those shoes are very small, kind of like ballerina shoes.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
gonna be
So
tight and
your-
secure
your-
to the foot.
Your feet get kind of fucked up.
I'm glad you just said that because I literally was like, "Fuck if you're rock climbing baroot."
No.
Do you
Could
ever
you
do that?
imagine?
No,
Could you do that?
You
Why
can,
would
but it's
you?
dangerous.
Why would you ever?
Pretty much nobody does that.
Okay.
Rock climbing shoes are really have really hard rubber on their
Okay.
soles, so that the danger is you don't want to put a bunch of weight on a single toe and like
Yeah.
strain it or break it. So it's more like a strong cup.
Like a block. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
a yeah.
just like that.
Kind of like Jada's
So,
hair.
It's not so bad.
Strong block. Maybe we should take a break.
We should take a break. I had a
James Smith.
really good question, but we're gonna take a break.
Yeah,
We'll
let's
be
do
right
that.
back with Kyle Hill, motherfuckers.
Motherfucker.
Bye. We're back.
We're back.
We're back. Welcome back, y'all.
Mhm.
We were having a conversation with Kyle about the last email section because he's staying with us for emails.
Ooh.
The last email was an email about getting pink eye
So poop's on the mind, huh?
consistently
Honestly.
Consistently.
with your partner, both getting pink eye.
Mhm.
Look, if you're eating ass, get a bidet.
It wasn't even that. It wasn't even that.
Damn, I thought I nailed it.
You
But
were very close.
Okay.
But also, we talked about we talked about
Consistently.
consistent.
What you doing?
Multiple occasions.
Farting in the face,
That'll do it.
Idaho.
trying something new.
Idaho.
That'll do it.
Idaho.
Oh, okay.
Not really a way to stop
yeah.
the matter in the flesh.
That is
The front, just
wild.
all up in the eye.
But okay, I had a real quick
Now
question.
I'm,
the-
now
what-
I'm itchy.
What?
Like
Pink
my eyes are-
eye.
my
Oh
eyes are
God!
itchy.
Don't let them crust
Oh,
over.
no.
What
was
was
your
your
good
question
question?
about the nails? Right,
Yes.
gel nails. Good for us or bad for us?
I don't know what those are.
Okay.
Should I mention at the top, now that we're coming to break and we've
Yep.
spoken for however long,
Yep.
that I've never met a drag queen before?
Oh my God! Really?
So if you're using,
So we popped your cherry.
and then you're lucky to get to meet the best ones.
That's what I was going to say.
And Jaida.
Second of all, you got it. But if you use any terminology that it seems like I have no idea what you're talking about, that's why.
Okay, gel
I
nails.
love that.
There's this process of putting shellacky tacky on your nails.
Oh,
like
and
a little-
slowly growing them out into a point so you can stab people?
That would be fierce.
Okay, that was my.
Well,
That will be
tires.
our
Well,
next.
I was thinking of
Tires.
like jail,
That
like
will be
being
our
in
next.
jail.
No, like gel, like a substance.
No, not gel. It's
Oh,
like
gel. Oh my
Gel.
goodness.
with a G.
I cannot, the enunciation I did not understand.
I'm
It's
sorry.
okay.
Gel
She can't
nails.
speak.
It's something from
Got it.
Milwaukee.
Our gel.
It's the Milwaukee.
From Milwaukee. But
I went to Marquette for 6 years.
oh, really?
I'm from Wisconsin.
Work.
Where's
So you
Marquette?
know all about Wisconsin Avenue.
I do.
I used to work at the George Webb on the campus
Really? On campus,
at
yeah.
Marquette.
I was at Marquette for 6 years, and I lived in a suburb about, I don't know, 10 miles north of Milwaukee
was it
for
called?
20 years. Mequon.
I love Mequon. It's really quiet.
It's a nice little place.
Yeah, it's a nice little chill
The
space.
world is
Look at
so
that. Look at the world.
small.
It's tiny.
Yeah, a lot of cool Wisconsin people out here,
Oh
I
my
find.
God.
Mhm.
And Midwest, all the normal people
From the Midwest.
are
You
from
know.
the Midwest out here.
They're definitely from
I
the
find.
Midwest.
Yeah. Or if not, they're trying to get a really good acting job.
Yes.
I find if they're from the Midwest and they're not nice,
Yeah, there's a lot of those.
they're
types
working
of
on being a very big celebrity.
Yeah.
You don't got to be a celebrity out here when you're from the Midwest. You already are.
That's
We're
how
party
that-
people.
That's how that works.
I think so.
So
Naturally.
gel nails, are they good?
Yeah, it's okay. It's a process of taking like a it looks like a nail polish and they put it on your nails and you put it under the UV light.
Yes.
and then it hardens the
Yes.
nails, and they do like layers.
I'm
Is
familiar
that-
with those. Yeah.
Is that dangerous to us?
I don't see how it would be dangerous. No, unless you're like drinking the liquid.
Okay. Because I
What
think
you
in my
do
mind,
with
I'm
it,
like sometimes
Jada?
putting my fingers under there and the UV light is going. I'm like, oh my god, my fingertips are gonna fall off or something one day, or
okay.
like,
Okay,
So from the UV light, not the gel.
or just the process in general. It
Okay.
feels
Got it.
very dangerous.
That's
So
better
UV
verify
light-
the
Honest.
Yeah,
question.
so UV light is just like visible light. It just has a little bit more energy. It's a
Okay.
little spicier. UV light is what comes down from the sun and can give you a sunburn.
Okay.
So the UV light creates a reaction in the shellac, in the chemical,
Yeah.
that hardens it. So it's using that extra energy from that light to make a chemical reaction happen,
Okay.
and then it sticks to your nails. The light itself, if it's not enough to give you like a sunburn or something like that, like in a tanning booth, same
Mhm.
thing,
Mhm.
ultraviolet light, then it's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna harm you. No.
Okay. Well, you heard it here first, people.
it just was
Keep-
hot,
Putting on your jail nails.
Okay. Thank you.
and now we know.
Because I never got that answer at the shop.
They
Oh,
just was
so
like,
never
"Give it to
asked.
you."
I'm assuming they probably didn't know the answer to that.
Now we have some questions. You are
Hit me.
some questions that are not from me.
I hope they're
I
still
believe
in the
in you.
same vein.
I think they are. These are some emails
They're
and
They're
questions.
definitely
Now,
going to be something.
what's a science fact that you think about on a weekly basis?
That there are bags of poop on the moon.
We
must
put-
have-
are we
Wow.
polluting the moon
You must
already?
have primed me with all the poop talk.
We never thought about that.
Are we polluting the moon?
where like when we landed on the moon and people have been on the moon, they didn't take when they had to use the bathroom. They didn't take that back. They left
We
it on
should
the
have
moon.
took our shit. But this is
There's
very
shit on the
human
moon.
and
There's
like,
shit on the moon.
what a human-like thing to do to just
That
leave your
sounds
shit somewhere
accurate.
else.
There's
That
garbage.
sounds- that
There's
sounds-
garbage on the moon. There's garbage at the lowest point of the ocean. It's everywhere now.
It bears repeating.
And there's microplastics in our lungs.
the what? Who's
What's microplastic?
Who's
Like very
Tiny
tiny,
little
tiny,
plastic.
tiny.
Yeah, tiny little bits of plastic that end up in basically anything.
How do we from just breathing?
Eating food
What if
mostly.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I didn't want it in me.
You didn't want
Too-
it
I
in
didn't
you.
want it in me.
Too late.
Non-consensual plastics in your
Non-consensual.
all up in your lungs.
I think
Deep breaths.
I think I can feel it. I
You
think I
can feel it.
'em.
Okay,
We
which-
find
try
it.
to get-
We find them everywhere now. In heart tissue.
in heart tissue.
No.
In your brain.
That's probably what's wrong with me.
You should
That's it.
shouldn't have been eating plastic. Just-
I didn't know I was. All this time, I thought I just been eating healthy food.
It's one of the
Yeah.
hazards of the age that we're in when everything's made out of it and there's so much trash.
It's trash everywhere. So it's like literally
Just as I thought.
humans have polluted. We have even
Trash.
polluted ourselves
Damn,
Yes.
we fucking up.
at this point.
We fucking up the churches.
We don't give a fuck about ourselves,
We don't.
and definitely not Earth.
No. Or the moon.
Definitely not the moon.
Definitely, honey, we
Girl,
don't
what is
even
she
know
doing
her.
for us?
Well,
Girl.
she does a good amount. I mean, like,
For who?
She,
Tides are all right. And,
I mean,
you know.
the ocean
Yeah, I
movement is
mean,
fine.
but I don't really be out
That's
of water
okay.
anyway, so
yeah, that's all right.
It's all right,
The
I
other
guess.
stuff,
yeah.
Okay, I'll ask. the
Pulling and
next-
pushing and pulling.
don't worry. She's receding away from us every year a little bit, so
Ah!
she'll be gone eventually.
And that's another reason why I don't care.
Mm.
She's
'Cause
pulling
she's
away from us
leaving.
when we
She-
need her most.
She already gonna leave us, so why? You know,
As the planet is getting trashier, she's punching.
she don't want to work on it. She just want to give up.
Okay. She's tired.
That's-
She's
I'm
tired
done.
of our
I'm
shit.
done with it.
She's like, quit.
Okay, so the next question: what impact could the discovery of extraterrestrial life have on human society and civilization?
I think finding aliens
Ooh.
would be the most important thing to ever happen, because it would answer a lot of questions simultaneously and
The
confuse.
pyramids.
and- Look, we don't have enough time to get into that.
Okay.
But
Huh.
they didn't make the pyramid. But it
They didn't make them, but
immediate-
they gave. But
No.
why would they come here and make our pyramids when they can just tell us what to do?
why would they do?
You heard it here first,
No,
people.
no, I did not say that. That is not true.
The AI is going to find this and make it a fact.
Why do we have such
The
low
AI
expectations? Like today. Yeah, we have a lot of stuff on our plate today.
Because
We
Heidi's
don't
my
s-
coworker.
But when think back 2,000 years ago
Yeah, but,
when nothing was going on,
Nothing.
and you could make 1,000 people build one thing for like 20 years.
Jesus Christ.
Don't you think we could move a couple rocks? Yes.
I'd have been like,
Maybe.
I don't want to do this.
What the You have thousands of slaves in Egypt working
Mhm.
for decades,
building
on a bunch of rocks
Right.
in a pile.
Not even hot
I think that's
rocks.
possible. I don't think you need something coming down from the heavens and being
That's
like,
fair.
I think it should be a triangle kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's fair.
You
Damn.
imagine he said, I don't know.
It's kind of hot here.
I don't know.
like
That
it.
skyscraper thing is probably later.
So I finding aliens would transform human society because it means we're not alone. It would throw a lot of religious ideas immediately into confusion,
Oh,
I think.
For
Where it's like, oh, well, who made them? And
If
why didn't
something
you
hurts you, cut it off.
Why didn't you say
If something hurts you, cut it the fuck off. Let it go.
She told me that was a Bible quote.
It's in the Bible.
There's a lot of so I went to 14 years of private Catholic school.
Bless you.
Ooh.
And
You made it.
there's a lot when you read the Bible all the way through, there's a lot of stuff they don't tell you in mass that's in there. A lot of weird, confusing
Oh yes.
stuff.
Mhm.
And so that private Catholic education didn't really work out the way they wanted it to, I don't think.
Mhm.
But so we're not alone in the universe. Who made how many alien civilizations are out there, et cetera. It would be the most important thing in history. Now, I will go on record because you
Yes.
want to keep putting me on the record
Yes.
that I
Well,
do
yeah.
think
Heard it here first.
aliens exist somewhere.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Because now we know from looking at the night sky with big telescopes that on average, every star you see in the night sky has about one planet
Mhm.
around it. Okay.
Okay.
So there's 100 billion stars in this galaxy,
Yeah.
our Milky Way galaxy. So that's 100 and then 9 zeros.
Jeez.
We think there are 100 billion galaxies. So now you have 100 with 18 zeros.
Wow.
So that's how many
Trillion.
planets might be out there.
There's no way we're the only.
Exactly. That's what I say.
Dang.
So even if so
Impossible.
you have 100 with
Impossible.
18 zeros. Even if the
Impossible.
chance of life is 1 in a trillion, like more unlikely than winning the biggest lottery ever. That still means there are hundreds of thousands of
Yeah.
planets out there with life on it. So just from the numbers alone, there's a good chance.
But
We're
people are
not
cocky and we think
alone.
that we just like want to believe that it's just us.
Yeah, that's
That's unfortunate.
I was trying to do like a little alien whistle. noise.
Oh, I thought we were in the
But it
Wild
sounded
West
more
for
like
a second.
sounded
and
more
we-
like the Wild Western. That's where it went. I was
are we
like,
are we dueling right now?
You were trying to whistle the
You're doing the X-Files thing.
I was trying to do
X-Files.
X-Files.
Yeah.
I tried her.
Yeah, well,
I
you
have to
missed
practice
it.
her
So,
more.
but I don't see any good evidence that aliens have ever been here yet.
Yeah.
Not the
So yeah,
pyramids.
that's kind of a multi-part answer.
Aliens and AI.
Yes.
Oh, here we go.
Discuss. Go.
Here we go.
I think it would be extremely likely that aliens, if they exist and they find their way here, they're going to have crazy advanced technology.
I was about to ask aliens ahead of us or behind us.
If
in
they come
technology?
here now, they would have to be crazy ahead of us because the main reason is that space is huge.
Mhm.
It is so big. The sun that you can see in the sky and it's that big, that's 93 million miles away.
That's so far.
I know.
You couldn't walk there or Uber.
I would never get
You could
there.
not.
I would never make
The
it.
closest single star to us is Alpha Centauri. And it's
Okay,
it's
an Atari.
mhm.
Okay.
It's 4.3 light years away. So
Uh.
that's how far light travels in 1 year, and it's 4 of those. And keep in mind, light can make it to the moon and back in 1 second. So imagine that distance over the course of a year, and then times 4. So even the closest star is so far
Yeah.
away that even our fastest rockets right now could never get there in a human lifetime.
Oh,
So if aliens are coming from some other
They're
star
definitely
or some other
ahead of us.
galaxy, they
Yeah.
must have some technology that's allowing them to get here.
in time.
In
with
time.
the-
or
They're
living on this this like spacecraft,
Yeah.
possibly.
Yeah, no, exactly. But even that would be very complicated, right? Of having
There would have to be a
That would have to stop the aging
raising
process.
people on a spaceship, maybe putting
Oh.
people in
Gravity.
stasis, yeah,
Oh.
lack of gravity,
Oh.
cosmic radiation, that's a huge
Food.
problem in space, growing your own food in space.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
they would have to overcome a number of challenges that we haven't figured
So
out yet.
basically, whoever finds who first is probably more technologically advanced.
That's why a lot of scientists have said publicly, stop trying to contact them. Because if they hear us and they come here,
They-
they're definitely going to be way more advanced. And they might just wipe us out.
Okay.
That's the
Okay.
that's
Jada, please stop sending the bat signal out. girl.
yeah. You
If
actually want
aliens
Batman to show up?
pulled up over here and just like
Grip.
started wrecking us, I don't know what I would do. Probably just die, obviously, but
yeah.
The dog chat just beating you up,
I
bro.
would be like,
Could you imagine an
"Goodness
alien
gracious, get off of me!" Like an alien just pulled up and just started fighting your
just
mom.
fighting you, sis.
Just like just beating your mama's ass, and you're like, Jesus Christ, you don't know what to do. You try to do something, and they got technology that's like
Yes, honey.
freeze you.
Like freezing, you just have to watch it happen.
Oh my God!
You just gotta watch your mama get beat
I
up
hope
by
they
an
come
alien.
friendly.
Yeah, when I was mentioning advanced technology, I wasn't expecting the fist fight.
Yeah,
They come down. They don't have laser guns. They just fight you
Or
in the
they do
street.
have
They said,
it,
Like,
or
just put them up.
this is
Put them up. Let's do it.
This is the tea. You
Duke
watch
it
a
out.
movie and a man is like running around with a gun and he puts the gun down and put his arms up. That's letting you know I can beat your ass the good old way. And that's the aliens
good
coming here
old-fashioned
like,
way, honey.
we don't even need what we got.
Yeah, they-
I'm going to beat your ass.
No, you're
and
right.
take me to your leader.
If,
Jesus.
if an alien came by and was like, "Fight me like a man," I would be like,
Oh my God. I
You
would
know you've already lost.
"Uh-oh."
Would you
definitely
be
lost
more
already.
scared if an alien said, fight me like a man, or if he had like a laser? I would be like, more like, oh my God, if he just came up and said this, he is
I'd
probably
be-
going to tear my
I'd be-
ass
Don't
up.
beat my ass.
I'd rather be shot by the laser. Yeah,
This
to be
alien
honest.
about to wear me out.
It's like if you go to fight someone and they start warming up their legs, you're like,
They
"Oh,
start-
Oh
Throw your
God.
leg up and grab it. You go, oh my God,
Honey.
he's about to kick me in the
I don't know.
chin.
I don't know how to do that. My legs can't do that."
Their legs go
I
all the way
can.
back, honey. They
Is
have
that a-
extra
no, is that a
like
Kevin Hart joke that I'm doing?
Oh,
It's like someone comes up to fight you and he starts going like that.
Oh my
Oh no, he knows some moves that I don't.
oh my
Start
God.
flexing. It really don't even know anything.
Uh-oh.
Just trying to scare you off.
Oh my God.
I would be scared of fighting
Not
aliens.
boxing aliens. Honey.
Do you think if aliens come here, they would be friendly or fighty?
I think that's an open question. I'm not sure. Like I said, like what it would require to travel so far and for so much
Yeah.
time just to get here,
Give us your resources.
or
They would have to have like a level of intelligence that is so far advanced of ours. Maybe they would be like, come here, see us, and probably take pee like, oh, poor babies.
that's
That would be lovely.
that's also an idea.
That
yeah.
would be lovely. That's what I'm hoping.
Where
for.
they look at us like we're
No.
ants to them.
Yeah.
Where it's like, whatever. You can just have your little stores.
They
and
give
have
us
your-
one thing, maybe. They're like, here, just take this. This will help. you."
Yeah. This is a fusion reactor.
help.
This will get you into space. Don't.
Or they
there you
come
go.
here for resources and go,
This-
everything is fucking tainted.
Everything is
Like,
trash. They come here, they like, this is
They
trash.
go, who put this into the system? They're like, no, when we Googled it 10 years ago, it literally hatched it you could use.
It's
They
dirty.
pull up to the
Now
Eiffel.
it's filthy.
They pull up to the Eiffel Tower, garbage.
Garbage.
Big Ben,
Oh.
throw it away.
Oh.
Oh, you still have windows? How quaint.
Okay, but then they love drag. But then
Whack.
that's imagine bitches would be mad.
You know they have fierce ass drag queens.
Aliens.
Alien drag
I don't
queens.
think they do.
They could be some fierce divas.
They come here and they
They
see
got all
our
the
art and they
extra
like,
rings or
what the
something?
fuck is that? Oh my God, I need a piece of that. And they love drag and they're like, okay, let's not destroy this planet. Let's help
Drag
cultivate
could save
it.
the world.
Drag save it.
The universe.
Just got
Drag
fucked
saves the
just to
world. There you
save
go. There's
the
your next
world.
TV show right there.
We should.
Drag just saved the world.
You just wrote. Would you be a co-writer on that show?
It's I've already have a
So we
spec
can get the
script out in
science
my
Honestly,
head.
right.
there's an AI that could probably write it for us.
That's also true.
Yeah, well,
I'm out of a job. Damn it.
yes.
I think what's more
Did
likely.
you see how fast you just got? And y'all, this is what we need to be
is the
worried
problem.
about.
This is the problem.
what
How
we
fast
are
he
nervous
just
about.
got a
It's
job
coming.
and lost it to AI that
Within 1
fast.
second. Yeah. I think it's going to be more likely that if we're ever contacted or visited anything like it's probably going to be a robot. I mean, it would just be, that's one of the ideas. It would probably be so much more efficient and easier just to send out
Reconnaissance.
1 million tiny robots in every direction and just say,
Right.
send back a message if you find something.
Now,
It's probably
what if
not going
that-
to be a meat thing like us. you
Now
know?
what if the
No,
what if the
no,
robot
no,
got
no,
down
no,
here
no,
and then
no.
said,
Oh no!
Pull them up. Pull them up.
Why does it have arms? Oh no! It's got
We-
got fists
We
too.
definitely made the wrong decision with the design.
Oh
we
my
put
God,
that in
my
there,
God.
For sure.
Put
Why
'em
did we-
up.
and it's called
Why
the
did we
fight bot.
give them this? Why?
It's the fight bot. Okay, well apparently we're out of time. It
We got
seems.
to 2 questions or 1. That's fine.
What
We
did
got
I
to-
have? What did I
we have to
the
have you
image
back.
in my head of just
fighting aliens.
a
and
super advanced
robots.
alien just gonna deck you out in the middle of the street in front of your mom.
Hot.
Imagine you find the alien and you punch the alien,
Hot.
and then the alien's like, "What the fuck?" And then call down the robot, and they jump you.
What if, oh my God, they just
We're not ready.
aliens might try to
Working
jump.
you.
So you think they jumping?
Working us in the studio, just working us together. We are out of time.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah. Thank you so much for listening to Hall and Closet, wherever you can listen
God.
to Hall and Closet at. I'm Jada Essence Hall.
And I'm Heidi and Closet.
And we also want to thank our very, very special guests for making it through this experience
Yes, for
with us.
sure.
Thank you so
together.
much for having me, ladies.
Thank you, Kyle.
This has been fantastic and very fun.
Yes.
Where can people find you at, darling?
Just search my name anywhere, especially on YouTube if you want to watch the main things that I do. Not on Wikipedia though, because I am not a 7-foot-tall black man who played in the NBA. If you can't tell, that's not me.
You could've
But
fooled
with
me.
AI, you could be.
But,
Yeah.
Probably, although inappropriate.
They locked his photo. They locked his Wikipedia page photo because people kept changing it to me.
Oh my God.
Wow.
And then I get tweets like, "You played on the Mavericks?" I'm like, "Yeah, my jump shot is
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
wild.
And I just shortened and lightened up though too.
Word.
yeah, a little bit."
You know, but thank you so much for joining us, Kyle.
so
I loved
This is
it.
amazing.
Yes.
And you can. Oh, this is your line.
Also, you can follow us on
Mhm.
social media at Jada E. Hall and Heidi and Closet. Also, catch the show at Hall and Closet Pod. That's our podcast page. And also go to Mom Podcast at Mom Podcast.
Yes. And you can always send us your most fascinating, fun facts that are real facts, okay? Don't be sending us no fake ass news.
Don't.
Your burning questions and your jaw-dropping, shocking stories that might gag us. Yeah. And you can send those all to hallandcloset@gmail.com.
That's gmail.com.
.com.
And make sure that you're subscribed to the podcast wherever you listen to podcasts so you never miss an episode.
See you next week for more
Hall
and Closet. Oh, thank you. You're the first person ever to outro with us. Thank you, Kyle.
To listen to Hall and Closet ad-free and 1 week early, and to experience all of Mom Podcast premium content, check out Mom Plus Gold at mompodcast.plus.
Hall and Closet is produced by Moguls of Media, aka Mom.
Production supervision, engineering, and editing by Margo Padilla, with theme music by Will Pitts.
Executive produced by Willem, Alaska, Big Dipper, Camille Stennis, and Joe Celio.